Quite near me in a place called the Crockery years ago, they had a little factory. And what they used to make was clay pipes. Now, are we any pipe smokers here? Do I hear women shouting up there? These little clay pipes were very fragile because they were made out of clay. So if you let them fall, naturally they broke. Or if a fella going into the pub at night having a pint and he put it down in his backside pocket and he sat down on it, it was broken. And he was left with nothing, only a small little thing, just the bowl of the pipe and a very small little shank. And this wasn't a pipe at all then, it became a thing called a Doogens. Less of the rubbish, on with the song. It's simply called the Doogens song. Come listen to my story, for this story is true. About an old pipe factory that started in the Crockery. Someone went to Scotland and brought back this special clay. Then everyone around the place made Doogens night and day. So take out your old Doogens and you'll have a happy life. Take out your old Doogens and be free from stress and strife. Ah, some men have big Doogens and others Doogens small. But out there in the Crockery, it's where they made them all. The men produced their Doogens at every wake in town. Dipped them in the glass of stout and they were brown when they came out. With glasses full they drank the health to the man there lying dead. His friends and near relations would gather round the bed. The women too had Doogens as round the fire they sat, drinking cups of good soft tea with their babbies on their knee. They criticized their neighbours, they were many stories told. You could tell some by their Doogens if they were young or old. So take out your old Doogens and you'll have a happy life. Take out your old Doogens and be free from stress and strife. Ah, some men have big Doogens and others Doogens small. But out there in the Crockery, you swear they made them all. The Doogens went to China, to the city of Peking. The Japs are here in old Hong Kong, rifle Doogens right along. Over from the White House, a messenger was sent from Washington to get a Doogen for the president. What? Take out your old Doogens and you'll have a happy life. Take out your old Doogens and be free from stress and strife. Ah, some men have big Doogens and others Doogens small. But out there in the Crockery, it's where they made them all. So take out your old Doogens and you'll have a happy life. Take out your old Doogens and be free from stress and strife. Ah, some men have big Doogens and others Doogens small. But out there in the Crockery, out there in the Crockery, out there in the Crockery, is where they made them all. Well, I've traveled the world, I've heard people say, funny how life has slipped away. But I knew that I'd come back someday to the village where I went to school. In the corner of a field there's a big old tree. It's been growing there before you and me. I carved my name for all to see in the village where I went to school. I would sit in the class on a winter's morn. Sometimes I wished I'd never been born. In second-hand clothes that were tattered and torn from the village where I went to school. Where are they now? Some went over the sea. Odd ones came back to the village like me. There's a smell of bread from the baker's shop and the little stores where we bought our pop. The Coleman's old horse still goes clippity-clop to the village where I went to school. Where's that whistler? Yes, I've many treasured memories, like the time when all the school caught weeds, and the orchards where we climbed the trees, in the village where I went to school. While I've come back home, I'll reminisce. I look around at the things I missed. As the sun comes up, I'll watch it kiss the village where I went to school. Like the old village stream, the waters flow on. Some folks have stayed, but the others have gone. While I look around, I'll find a wife. I've had my share of troubles and strife. It's here I'll spend the last years of my life, in the village where I went to school. Yes, it's here I'll spend the last years of my life, in the village where I went to school. A song about a fellow who worked on the railway. He was also a bit of a peeping Tom, and he always found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. If ever you go on a railway train, don't look out of the window pane, for I was in the carriage once and I did it to my regret. This is what happened, you see. Well, this old faggot, she said to me, will you look out of the window and see if the train has started yet? So I looked out of the window, me hat it blew away, and I leaned out to get it in an idiotic way. Me pants were tight and they bursted, the passenger sat behind. I see the little short shirt you've got, you better pull down the blind. Then the other day I went on the railway trip to Kent, and on the seat in front of me a lad and lassie sat. I felt rather out of place, I read the paper to hide me face, but when the laddie kissed the girl, sure I could not see that. So I looked out of the window and they began to swoon. They were just like a couple starting on their honeymoon. Then the fella, he said to me, would you ever be so kind? The sun is too hot for me, old stop, you better pull down the blind. The other night at 12 o'clock, well, I was given a hell of a shock. For there below in our backyard I heard a terrible row. Me wife says it's a German band coming to drive us out of the land. And I says it's an earthquake, and I heard a faint meow meow. So I looked out of the window, I saw our cat below. He was making fierce arrangements with the ginger cat next door. I drowned him with water, me wife says you're unkind. You did it yourself when you were young, you better pull down the blind. We live in a narrow street, across the road is just 10 feet. When I look out of the window, I see into the house inside. So I look out of the window, I spied a bit of light, and there I sees a big fat dame retiring for the night. For she pulled down her garments, and then she changed her mind. She was pulling them up and pulling them down, and forgot to pull down the blind. She was pulling them up and pulling them down, and forgot to pull down the blind.